Hello. Hello. Oh, Twitch immediately. Dude, I love it when it does that. Immediately on starting. It doesn't do it all the time, but sometimes it'll say I'm live, it'll say I'm good, and then it immediately says offline. Watch out, your bitrate is is at 0. Your stream is completely dead. And I just like pause and press play again, and it's like, no, never mind, you're actually completely fine. Hi. So, yeah, okay. I guess I should talk about a few things. Isaac, Repentance. I talked about it, you know, like the past couple of streams, I think. You know, saying I was definitely gonna play it. I am definitely gonna play it. Like a while ago, I mentioned if I was going to play it, I was definitely just going to download a fully completed save file for Rebirth and Afterbirth Plus stuff, because I, at a point, had done all of that, but I lost my save. Yeah, I probably didn't do all of it, let's be honest. Like, I don't think I fully completed all of the Keeper stuff, ever. And a lot of the grindier things, like, I don't think I ever maxed out my greed mode donation machine, because that's just awful. Greed mode's no fun. So yeah, I don't know, probably more fun if I just had, you know, a base level of what people probably expect from playing Isaac at this point. And also, I've seen a little bit of this already, so... Oh, and you know what? I didn't even... How unprepared am I? I didn't even get my timer out and ready. Not like it's that difficult. Give me a second here. But, yeah, I watched Northern Lion, Ryan Gary, play some of this, so... For people expecting, like, a fresh, completely new experience from someone who has never seen any of the Repentance stuff, that's not me. I don't really expect people to assume that... Like, who the fuck is going to twitch.tv/WillPending to see brand new Isaac content? Hopefully nobody. Hopefully nobody. I'm just here to have fun, play video game. My timer should be working? Yes? Yes, correct. It is working. So yeah, I've already seen a little bit of the new stuff, but to be honest, like, most of the new stuff I saw was stuff that was in Antibirth, which is, like, for people who have no idea any of the history behind Repentance, basically, The Binding of Isaac. Repentance is an integration of a mod that was created for the base version of Rebirth, because, I don't know, I think, like, the storyline went something along the lines of they didn't really like some of the changes that were made in Rebirth, so, you know, kind of tongue-in-cheek made Antibirth, which adds a lot of new content, changes a lot of stuff, and Edmund saw Antibirth, obviously, because he couldn't really avoid it. It was, like, the only big mod at the time. This is before official modding support was added in Afterbirth Plus. It's, like, an entirely standalone thing, basically. And Edmund was like, this is really good. You should work with us. And so they did. And that's Repentance. But, yeah, a lot of the stuff I had already seen. Because it was just in Antibirth, so... it's not entirely new anyways. But I have seen, like, some, you know, Repentance exclusives as well. Let's try and unlock the new character. Why don't we start with that? Obviously playing on hard mode because... like, I don't know, the game arbitrarily punishes you for not playing on hard mode because, you know, there's certain achievements that can only be unlocked. Dude, it's been so fucking long since I played Isaac. There's certain achievements that can only be unlocked in hard mode. Nice, dude. Gaming. So you might as well just play in hard mode. What the fuck are the... Oh my god. I turned on high visibility bullets. I checked the options screen, because obviously my options screen didn't save either, since I was talking about losing my save file. So I set it back to what I believe to be the normal. Although I didn't change my controls now that I think about it. I think I used to have, yeah, I used to have map on shift. This is kind of a lazy stream, by the way. Not sure if you can tell by the fact that I accidentally started it without timer and everything. Let me see if I can... I had very... Yes? Yes? No? I would like to change my mind on this one. Can I leave? Backspace. Escape. Am I gonna have to Alt F4 the game? You'd think that through testing they would have figured this one out. I mean, yeah, to be fair, I did say change... Oh, and I left full screen. That's fun. Yeah, I guess it's my bad. My bad. Alright, I have to Alt F4. Cool. Good start. That run wasn't really going anywhere anyways. I'm not going to continue it. I know there is a continue feature, but it's probably not worth it. I think it literally just, like, takes you back to, like, the start of the floor, doesn't it? I might as well continue then. But, okay. Okay, so when you're at the main menu, the top button lets you change your controls, but when you're in a run, it is defaulted to select a different controller, and you cannot leave that menu unless you plug in a controller or Alt F4. That's fun. Yeah, I'm gonna make that left shift, and I don't think left shift is bound to anything, right? No. Wait, no, that's drop. That's not what I wanted. That can stay left control, I guess. I want... No. Yes, map. Map on left shift. Thank you. Everything else seems fine. It seems fine. Hopefully the audio balance is okay, by the way. You know, audio balance has been a little bit of a struggle. Continue. There you go. It's been a little bit of a struggle for me. Oh, never mind. I still keep that awful damage. You know what? Let's risk it all. And... oh, no. Oh. Ouch. Ow. Ooh, ah. Ooh, I was just trying to get the chest. Oh, I messed that one up really bad. Okay. It's probably going to take me a little bit to get back into this, if I ever do get back into this. I probably, you know, I'm probably just going to be god-awful garbage for the entire duration of the stream. But that's fine. I don't know, I've been feeling weird about streams in general recently, which sounds bad. Because it probably is bad, honestly. Like, I don't know, I've been thinking about things, you know? The past couple of streams have left me feeling a little off, I would say. Which is, you know, partially why I'm coming into this stream with such a low effort energy. Dude, I just can't hit things. What's wrong with me? But, yeah, I don't know. I felt like the Monday stream was a little eh. And, like, I even, for the first time in, like, forever, I did not include some of that stream when I ported it to YouTube because I thought it was really that bad. It probably wasn't that bad, but, like, I, you know, went back to the well of arealme.com and didn't do any preparation ahead of time. I probably should have. Because what ended up happening for, like, the first 40 minutes or so is I tried a couple of tests that I thought would be fun, but were actually just, like, borderline repeats of tests that I had done the Monday prior to this week. And I was just, I don't know, I felt kind of off about it. I didn't really feel good after the segment. So when deciding to cut the VOD up for YouTube, I was just like, yeah, we can skip the first 40 minutes. Which, you know, in and of itself is a pretty bad feel to just be like, that 40 minutes was an utter waste of time. Because, you know, I do look at the numbers, and I try not to, you know, be affected by them as much as is reasonable for a person to not be affected by things like that. But, okay, the damage, though. But, I mean, you know, no matter how, like, stone-faced you are, if you go into doing, like, the same routine over and over again for about a year now, and, not only don't see, like, a ton of positive reinforcement, but, like, at many opportunities see negative reinforcement, and, you know, like, they are just numbers, and I realize that the numbers are tied to, like, real people that definitely have better things to do. And there I go. Doing a good job of unlocking this new character. Not continue, dude. Just hold R. That's the strat. There you go. But, yeah, I have been feeling a little bit down. Do these things hurt you? Probably not a good idea to try it out. But, I don't know. I usually get over it by, like, the next... They do hurt you. I usually get over it by the next day, but... Just, like, a few really bad streams in a row, I think. I thought that the last Friday stream was really good. Like, I had a ton of fun with it. I thought it went really well. You know, people seem to enjoy it, so that's always a good sign, I think, when... You know, it's better than having, like, no feedback whatsoever. It's just like I constantly scream into an empty void. But, yeah, Monday I felt off. I felt off about a few streams last week as well. I felt honestly good during yesterday's stream. And then, like, I don't know, you just, like, you feel good about a stream, and then you check the numbers afterwards, as you're wont to do, and see that, you were literally the only person there. Just, you know, constantly screaming to a void, like I said. And it starts to feel a little bit worse. But, you know, I'm trying to cope with it the best I can. It's just like, it used to be nothing, right? Like, it meant nothing to me. Like, I literally started streaming as a result of just wanting to have a record of my randomizer runs, which is so far removed from where we are now, right? But I don't know what happened. At some point, as things often are when you're, like, putting yourself out there publicly, it gets very tied to, like, self-esteem, one way or another. And there's a feeling, I would at least have a feeling of failure if I just stopped. Which is one of the only things keeping me from stopping. Is like, I guess it is just huge sunk cost fallacy. It's just like, you know, if I stream for like 2 years and have nothing to show from it, but then, you know, after 2 years and 1 month, things start popping off, then, I forget, does Lazarus has... Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, the pill that Lazarus starts out with is not guaranteed to be positive, right? That confirms that theory. Or I guess deconfirms it, proves it wrong, guilty in the court of law. But, okay. But if I just streamed for like 1 year and decided that was it, I'm done. Which, you know, I mean, a lot of people do exactly that, but wash out a little bit sooner than a full year. Which means, like, I don't know, I'm like truly fucked at this point, right? Like, how can I stop stream feeling good about it after this much time spent doing it? I forgot this guy could shoot at all. I thought he was just a spider guy. But, I mean, yeah, lately there have been, like, plenty of inner monologues where I'm just thinking, like, why do I keep doing this? Especially lately when, like, I just feel bad afterwards. Like, not every time mid-stream am I, like, constantly like, oh, this is an embarrassment. It's not usually like that. There are moments during streams where I'm like, that wasn't funny. That's just, you know, maybe rethink that joke before letting it fly out of your mouth, but it's not usually, like, complete regret. Did I get an item here? I guess I did. The fucking cross thing? I don't even know what that does. That's probably going to be the typical case scenario for every item I pick up during this. It's got something to do with, like, invincibility or spirit hearts. I don't know. But, yeah. What was I saying? Something overtly depressing. But, stop saying but, there you go. See, that's the thing. There's the brief moment of embarrassment during the stream. But, it's not that big of a deal. Like, those brief moments are pretty frequent, but they don't typically, like, make me... Okay, so I guess I just can't get that ever. They don't make me feel bad about the entire stream. Like, very few things will make me feel like the stream was an entire failure outside of me stopping the stream and reflecting on it. Like, nothing during the stream really makes me, like, regret hitting that go live button. But afterwards, yeah, I'll definitely have moments where I was like, I don't know about that one. Like, I couldn't really keep the dialogue going. There were a lot of, like, pauses where I had nothing to say. And also, you know, nobody was there. So, I mean, maybe I shouldn't feel bad about it, but that just adds to me feeling worse most of the time. This is gonna be a very not fun stream, by the way. Because I both suck at Isaac, and apparently I'm just gonna be talking about how bad I'm feeling lately, which is fine. I guess. Hey, look, I was right. It does have something to do with invincibility. So this is an Antibirth guy. Pretty sure it's, like, literally the exact same as it was in Antibirth. Might be misremembering ever so slightly, but I remember there being a boss. At least very similar to this one. HP upgrade. Cool. You know, I guess I can't really complain about no devil deal there. I did take somewhere close to the maximum amount of damage you can take. I guess I'm not dead, so there is that. What am I doing? I don't think there's any reason for me to explore here. I have 2 cents. I've already been to the item room. I think I'm good to go. Like, I don't know Isaac's strategy. Like, maybe it's the best idea to explore the floor fully. I don't know. But I can't really pinpoint, like, where things shifted towards me being overly attached to the stream. It doesn't help that, like, I really do think... I mean, you know, let's compare, like, my current, you know, I guess, streaming success as what's probably the average for people starting out. Things were better than average when I actually was starting out, which, I don't know, makes everything I'm currently living through feel like a regression, or like I'm doing something wrong, something along those lines, which is, you know, definitely not good attitude, but it's hard to have a good attitude when, yeah, when I constantly just, you know, ask myself the question, like, why am I doing this in the first place? I don't know. I really don't. And, you know, I'm not going to say, because there, you know, there have been nice people who have come by and said nice things about me and my stream. I don't know what that item did. I didn't pay attention. Oh, you know what? I don't even have the stats bar up. Where is that? I have extra HUD. Found HUD? Found HUD. Okay. Found HUD, of course. Yeah, I don't know what that item did. I didn't pay attention. Whatever. But, it definitely doesn't help when, like, I had 2 of my, you know, worst feeling. Hey, I took damage and I got a little guy. Look at that. I had 2 of my, like, record lows after ending a stream. And then today, I finally got around to, by the way, uploading those TikToks I had talked about, like, a few streams ago. And expecting, like, the typical amount of just free positive reinforcement that TikTok has usually given me. You know, I still get that free positive reinforcement. Like, as far as, like, every other TikTok did, it's not like it did poorly. But most of my TikToks go without, like, any comments, right? It's just, like, it's just likes and views. That's the only real metric I get, which is fine. I appreciate it. But, for whatever reason, today someone decided was the day that they were gonna comment on my TikTok and say, if stale bread was a person. And I'm like, God damn, dude, why am I doing this? Like, why do I put myself out there at all? When, like, for the majority of my experience, I get nothing out of this. And, like, the minimal amount of feedback I'm going to get, it's, like, purely negative for, like, a guy just trying to be funny on the internet. It's a really bad feeling. And it's not the only time this has happened, either. But, again, I don't want to diminish the people who have said nice things and who have supported me over, you know, the year that I've been doing this stream. Because, I mean, the few messages that I've gotten from people and the friends that I've made do mean a lot to me. And I guess there is, you know, some worth to come out of this. If apparently a general audience can't find it entertaining in the slightest. And never mind, I'm not gonna go too downhill with that train of thought. But, yeah, at least I met some cool people, and, you know, I guess some people enjoyed what was there. I don't want to act like I'm going to, like, end stream, but I have really been thinking about at least taking a break for a little bit, because I'm not in a good headspace recently, for a number of reasons, and the stream has only been making that worse. I'm too tied up in it, man. Like, I just need to pretend it doesn't exist for a while. I don't know. I'm not going to say I'm going to take a break immediately. I'm not going to say, you know, I'm going to take a break at all, really. I have just been thinking about it. And I do think a break would probably be a healthier decision for me than just, like, ending things as a whole. Because I would feel really bad if I did this for, like, a full year and then just gave up. That would be pretty rough for me to cope with. Like, while it might be bad, you know, in the moment doing this whole streaming thing, I would feel infinitely worse if I just stopped with nothing to gain from it. Why are these guys just here? Are they just here forever now? I haven't really been paying attention to what happened after that last boss fight, where I first noticed the guy. Did I pick up an item on this floor? I think I did. I think it's that weird blob thing. No! Was that last floor? Dude, this is the problem with autopiloting, to the degree that I'm autopiloting. Let me backtrack a bit, if I can remember what direction I went in. Okay, shop. Not what I'm interested in. It's probably not a good idea to be doing these alternate floors, by the way. I fully understand that's contributing to the damage I'm taking here, because it's both new content and harder content. Like, now I only have one of these guys. I don't understand. Is it just when you enter a room, you get a guy for every empty heart you have? Because I still got him. I'm gonna operate under that assumption for now. It seems like a pretty safe one to operate under. Dude, the floor is so much bigger than I remembered it being. I really autopiloted through all of this, and yeah, that is where I got the weird blob. My bad. Sorry for backtracking. You know, it's it's not fun for me either. I just, you know, I want something to come from this. Oh, you know what? I'm not good enough for that, though. Straight up. I'm not good enough for this, but I'll give it a shot. I'm supposed to send myself to the mirror realm. And I think I get an extra item room out of this as well. So I should have Holy Mantle. Which I think is the reward you get for, yep, okay, Holy Mantle. I think that's the reward you get for maxing out your greed donation machine. It was something I never did, but would have made all of the lost achievements I had gotten infinitely easier. Alright, stop talking about the game. No one cares about Isaac. It's, you know, it's fucking 2021, dude. Isaac? What? That's not fair. I mean, the Repentance seems pretty fun. Like, it, you know, it adds a lot of stuff from Antibirth, and Antibirth was pretty fun, so... It's also, like, way harder. Just because a lot of the Antibirth stuff was way harder. But... You know, it's a welcome change, I guess. Though I still see a lot of the problems that were in base Isaac still here. Like, out of the items I've gotten, basically none of them contribute to my survivability. HP upgrades is fine and all, but, I mean, if you don't have, like, damage output to kill things... Oh, wait, the entire world is mirrored. That's interesting. So I need to go this way to get to the item room. I think. This is the mirror room, right? Yes, okay. So I should be up above me here, should be a big room. This is scary. Oh god. Because if you do die in the mirror, you die in real life. A harrowing thought for the masses. Okay. We made it. We made it. But I don't know. What else is there to say about that? Please don't. Please don't die here. I guess the only thing I really have to add... let's try and make it humorous, right? Because I don't think I'm alone in this. Which makes me feel a little bit better. Like, there's... it's so fucking crazy looking at the actual statistics of Twitch, right? It's something like... I mean, you know, I am gonna pull this out of my ass, but it's pretty close to, like... 99% of Twitch's general audience watches, like, less than 1% of the total amount of streamers that stream on the platform. Like, there are so many fucking streamers on Twitch at any day and time, and, the vast majority of them please don't, are sitting with numbers similar to mine or worse. And, you know, that goes for people who have been streaming for, you know, a few days, a few weeks, or even longer than I have. Like, it's not entirely surprising to hear a story from someone who's been doing this for, like, years, and has nothing to show for it. Thanks, Dick. I've always got you until I decide to ban you. It'll happen one day. It'll happen one day for sure. But, you know, just one of those temporary bans, one of those bans for a joke, until I, change my mind. Oh, that's where you get the knife piece. Well, that's not as exciting as I thought it would be. I can get another boss item, though. You know, I'd say I'd like to ban you, but then I'd feel bad after a few days. And, I'd unban you for a little bit, just to see how it feels, and then I'd ban you again. Just make a new account? Yeah. You've got experience with it, after all. Got that under your belt, that's for sure. But I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like, it really is the easiest solution to kill someone's ego, right? Like, if you know someone who's way overconfident and just everything they say makes you want to vomit, just, like, sidle up next to them and be like, oh my god, dude, you're so funny, like... You should start a live stream. You should totally stream. Yeah, like Ludwig, dude. Oh, you'd be right there at the top with Ludwig. You should definitely start live... I'm gonna die here, by the way. You should definitely start live streaming, man. So funny. If their ego isn't, like, entirely crushed within a week's time, then fucking contact me and crush my ego even more, because apparently I'm doing something wrong. Okay, yeah, I expected this death. This is how I saw this going in my mind's eye as soon as I walked through the boss room door. I'm still gonna focus, you know? I don't want to give it up just yet, but the likelihood of me surviving this with literally no extra damage is getting slimmer and slimmer by the second. Like, it's not that outlandish. Wow, that was unbelievable that I didn't die there. I'll take my $5 in my bank account, please. $5 for a lucky save. I mean, skillful save. There you go. Skillful. Oh, you come. But who cares? I was gonna be like, you come back, but I'm going for the new character, so I don't really care if I come back. Let's not do the alternate floors. And if I'm going to do the alternate floors, let's at least have, like, a damage upgrade by then. maybe consider not doing the Lost challenge. Would be another plus. I also feel like, I don't know. Like, I knew what the boss was gonna be, because it's the same boss that you fight in the non-mirror version of the level, but I probably shouldn't have gone in there with that information, because I took, like, at least 4 or 5 hits the first time I fought the boss. Not surprising that I took 2 there. But, yeah, Isaac still has, like, regular Isaac problems. Like, I don't think those have really been addressed at all in the DLC, which, you know, might be upsetting for a number of people. I don't remember what you do. Is this a reroll? Is this a reroll, my guy? It's a teleport that can teleport you to secret rooms, and I think also the error room, and I also think it might just, like, take you down to the next floor sometimes. I don't really remember. And I did this room incorrectly, but it's okay. It gave me a bomb back. So I can waste that one. You can't kick the ones without the yellow border. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing from time to time in this game. Every now and then, you'll get a whiff of seems like he knows what he's doing energy. Not too often. Matchstick is just more bombs, I think. That's fine. That's okay. But the biggest problem for me with Isaac is that it's, you know, I don't know. It's very easy for the game to deny you, is I guess the best way to put it. Like, yeah, with the maximum skill ceiling reached, you can win every single run without taking a single hit of damage and without any damage upgrades or tiers upgrades or stat increases of any kind. Sure, you can do that. But, why am I here? Like, I should have gone to the item rooms, whatever. You can definitely do that. But, it's unlikely for the majority of people playing Isaac, I would say. And, none of that has changed in Repentance, unfortunately. Seemingly, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't give that, like, criticism on day one, when I've only played, what, like 30 minutes? I've seen a few hours of gameplay, but have not done a ton myself. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just rough to exist on a run, and you get, like, all the way down to, like, the cathedral, and you've got no damage upgrades or tiers upgrades or any meaningful stat increases, and no special tier effects, no piercing, no brimstone, no nothing. And you're just like, what am I doing here? And it's fairly frequent that can happen. It's relatively high on the list of things that Isaac will do to you. Now, you can also just get those legendary runs that only take, like, 1 or 2 items to completely destroy the game. But I've heard, little birdie told me, that that's a little bit less likely in Repentance, even. Because a lot of those, like, single item run winners have been nerfed. Seemingly. I mean, there is, like, an extensive patch notes written out, but it's, like, I don't know, 10 miles long to go from top to bottom. So I decided to pass on that one before starting stream. Decided that you know, I'm not really the kind of content creator. Am I allowed to say that as a personified version of stale bread? Can I call myself a content creator? Or is that not allowed? But you know, I'm not really an Isaac guy, if you haven't noticed. This is literally the first time I'm doing it on stream, and it's the first time I have launched Isaac.exe in, like, probably 3 years. So, pardon my bad gameplay here, but there is a fairly valid excuse for why it's so trashed here. I forgot I already did go to one of the item rooms, and I hate the item I got. You know, I shouldn't say I hate it. I just don't like it at all. Use nicer words with the exact same meaning. Laz Rags? Okay. So, you're telling me I'm not allowed to die twice now. already going for the new character unlock that seems like just about the most comically hilarious item I could have picked up there. So yeah, I'll take it, right? If the game's gonna be funny for me, I could use an excuse. I could definitely, not an excuse. I could use a get out of jail free card. There you go. When the mans can't be funny himself. At least let the game be funny for him, please. Do I check out the curse room? Do I walk like 10,000 miles? And 10,000 miles again just to fall down at your doorstep and die to a troll bomb? Because that's all curse rooms are good for? Let's bet. What are the odds? What are the odds I'm going to get anything worthwhile in this curse room? I'm saying it's 50-50. You know, I could go either way. And when I mean anything worthwhile, I'm including spirit hearts. Okay. So we got a stone chest. What do I get? Money. You know, I can't sneeze at that one. Troll bomb and troll bombs. All right. This is the average curse room experience in 2021. I really, like, that's the one thing I was looking forward to be changed about Repentance. And I'm pretty sad to see that all of that stuff that was kind of ruined in Afterbirth Plus is still ruined. I mean, to some degree, Rebirth itself and Afterbirth weren't so great towards curse rooms and devil deals and that kind of meme. I do have a damage upgrade. Do I want to go to the alternate floor? Also, what is this? You turn... I don't remember if this is turn regular hearts into spirit hearts or turn spirit hearts into regular hearts. But either way, it's probably not good for me. So, moving on. Why the fuck is my donation machine at 776? I guess that's just what the person who uploaded the save file had it at. I would have thought it would be at 999, because I fully expected the person who uploaded the save file to just, like, cheat engine everything. But this seems like someone's just raw-ass save file that they probably copied to file 2 and 3. But I would believe that the first iteration of this save file was done legitimately. Alright, so yeah, I'm here. We'll decide whether the Mirror Realm is worth it when it shows up. Because what am I? I'm on Downpour 2. It is just a free bonus floor of the basement that's not that difficult. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Alright. Literally anything worthwhile. So there you go. That's the positive 50%. Not all positive 50% are created equally, though. While that was a not bad or neutral curse room. Well, I guess even neutral curse rooms are still bad because you have to pay HP to get in. But yeah, it wasn't a bad curse room, but it wasn't great either. I don't really get a lot out of 1.5 spirit hearts. Especially me. Like, I don't get a lot out of it because I'm bad. But, you know, other people are apparently built different, I hear. Hearing a lot of that on the news. It's one of those items I never unlocked and, like, kind of washed out of watching Isaac content, so... Is this the one that's a boomerang? No. No, it's not. It's an orbital. Okay. It's probably good. I mean, orbitals are good in general, and it seems like a pretty chunky one at that. So, you know, I give it a thumb sideways but slightly up for now. Just assuming it works the way I think it does. Does it do damage? Not a lot, at the very least. Not a lot. Thank God for those extended iframes, because I definitely should have taken 2 hits there. But, you know, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. Boss rooms seem impossible for anybody to go inside now. That's a kind of weird change. that boss rooms don't let you in unless you're, like, literally at, like, 0 HP, effectively. I don't know about that one. I think the bottom right one is restock, but I don't have enough money to really support that kind of habit. And I have no idea what the bottom left one is, like, maybe more flies? I have nothing that gives me flies right now. But I think that's a more flies kind of item. Maybe it's a spacebar item that's so garbage it didn't take up any space in my brainwaves. No meat space allotted to that item. You gotta work pretty hard to not have any meat space allotted to you, because there's a lot of dumb shit in my mind rent-free. Like, constantly thinking about how I'm a fucking stale-ass piece of bread, dude. So I think those were supposed to be bombs, but they weren't. Like, they could have been bombs, but I don't know, either because I'm incredibly unlucky or playing on hard mode. Probably a combination of both. Neither of them were bombs that I can actually use, I mean. That's fine. Like, what? How do I fucking kill you? How do I damage you? So I will not be going into the mirror realm, by the way. I've decided. I guess I could go into the mirror realm to pick up the knife piece, but, like, I'm not gonna go that path in the game. I would guarantee die. At least once. Maybe even 3 times. Ooh, should have taken more damage there, but that's fine. You know, if you're letting me escape those hits for free, I'll take it. Like, it takes so much effort to break through its fucking fly shield. And you get, like, a few measly hits that do 1/100th of its HP and damage. Now I can actually start to do something, I think. I think it's a little less defensive. Never mind. It's the exact same amount of defensive, if not more defensive in this phase. Yeah. Yeah, it seems even harder. Although it does, okay, it throws away its orbitals for a little bit. That's nice. That's thoughtful. It's just, that's another big issue I kind of have with Isaac, honestly. It's like, oh, that's a hole there. I didn't even notice at the top right corner. Things have so much HP. Like, it would be so much more... I'm gonna die, like, actually. It would be so much more manageable to handle the game with, you know, as few stat upgrades as the game wants to give you. If every single boss, including ones on, like, the first fucking floor, it didn't take an hour to kill. Like, I should probably be tossing some bombs in there, I guess, but... that's the kind of thing you learn with experience. My bad. Here I go whining again. Yeah, I think I'm out of here. I don't care about the key piece. Let's use this and get into a probably garbage secret room. Fuck it, dude. Speed down. Yep. Luck up. All right. Health up. Okay. Tears down. Some stats that I don't really care about went up, and some of the most important stats went down. Not that speed is really that important to have a lot of, but if you have a low amount of speed, like, seriously negatively affects the run. And losing tears is just awful. So, yep, excited to be playing Isaac in 2021. It's about as fun as I remembered it being. Like, dude, I better get some fucking enjoyment out of this DLC, because it's on the pricey end. You know, maybe I should have waited until my spacebar item was charged, or, like, till I finished the floor or something. I don't care. This is $15. This is a $15 DLC. So, you know, sunk cost fallacy and all that. I'm probably gonna return at least once. Ace of Hearts. Sun card's probably a little bit more valuable, give or take. Might as... Whoa, okay. Never mind. I won't be getting that for 1 bomb. 2 bombs seemed more appropriate. I was in a 2 bomb kind of mood. You think these guys have been buffed? You think there's literally any worthwhile investment here? Like, fucking using slot machines and stuff. Like, that was huge. That was hugely advantageous in, like, Wrath of the Lamb. but you don't really see it a ton since Rebirth dropped. Yep, awesome. I mean, that is my bad, but you love to see it. Hey, you know, item that makes flies friendly and a spirit heart isn't the worst, all things considered. But, I mean, typically, like, I don't know. I just did that for fun, to see if anything was, like, better about gambling. It seems about as it used to be with Rebirth. I mean, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't horrible, I guess, but I definitely remembered it being better in Flash Isaac. It's usually more worth your time and resources to just bomb them. Like, put a bomb in between Gambling Skullman and Slot Machine. But oh man, what a day this is. I don't know how much I'm gonna stream either, because obviously, I don't know, can you notice that that today has been a little bit of a down day for me? You think it's worth it? 1 bomb and 1 key to get Golden Heart? And hey, a luck upgrade. Look at that. My lucky day. I'm in the positive luck after 2 luck upgrades, because I guess Lazarus starts with -1 luck for some... Oh, he's done it. That was actually a calculated play to get my Golden Heart to pop off. Definitely not just the worst damage you've ever seen. What happened there? Oh, it's reflecting bullets. Look at that. Slightly better than your average orbital by, you know, basically nothing. Because the likelihood, you know, given enough bullets and enough time and enough enemies, it's probably going to make some difference at the end of the run. It is just an orbital, so that helps. But not for someone as bad at the game as I am. And especially when it's not like a particularly damaging orbital. Like, I can't really do that much with it. Not that I'm good at using orbitals offensively anyways. Because, you know, that whole being bad at the game thing. It's really getting in my way. But I'm not expecting to be the next Isaac guy. That would be a bit of a stretch. What a weird place for my streaming career to go. What do these guys do? Oh, these are the... I thought that was the enemy that sucks up your spacebar charges, but he wasn't coming after me for some reason. I found pills. All right. Bird's eye. It burns. Okay. Is that the one that, yeah, sometimes gives you blue candle / red candle shots when you fire? Seems good. Honestly, like, can't believe I didn't get hit there. One of the better damage upgrades I could be expecting, because I think the fire is like a flat damage, not based on your damage. Like, in most... that kind of sucked, though. I was really... Okay, maybe I was just unlucky when it sucked. In most games, you look at flat damage and you're just kind of like, eh. You know, scaling with my damage is usually a bigger plus, but in a game that has, like, no fucking damage upgrades, you take the flat damage. You take the occasional random chance flat damage, especially when it blocks bullets. Gotta remember not to die without using my sun card. You know, to put it in slightly better phrasing, I guess I could say I gotta remember to use my sun card before I die. Let's try and avoid the big room, if possible. It's not always possible, but you gotta give it a shot. You gotta give it a shot. Why is this guy so aggro? The other guy's just being nice and standing still. I guess, like, if you get close enough for them to lunge, they're aggro for the rest of the room. Bad trip. Awesome, dude. Do I use Sun Card? Because I could die by a champion enemy. Or taking 2 hits really quickly and forgetting to use the Sun Card, because I'm stupid. These are very possible outcomes. Is that fire mine? I can't even tell. It was stationary for so long. Alright, sun card. Hey, I can see again also. That's nice. I was wondering why it was so fucking dark. It was a curse, I guess. That makes sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Okay. I forgot you could toggle the map. I was like, why is it still out? Sure, I will take an item. I don't think it's a good item. Best bud. Nope, it's a bad item, confirmed. It is an attack fly, like a shitty AI-based attack fly that only comes out after taking damage. But hey, I take a lot of damage compared to your average Isaac player, so might do something for me. Oh, there's enemies here. I don't think Poke-Go, or whatever the item is called, is worth its weight in coins, unfortunately. I don't know what that does, so I'm holding on to Matchstick here. Although Matchstick really hasn't helped me out too much either. I'm sitting at 2 bombs right about now. All right. Oh, it's not an AI one. It's an orbital one. I guess that's slightly better, but it moves really fucking fast. Okay. A lot of HP upgrades on this run, but again, HP upgrades don't mean a lot with base stats. Slightly worse than base stats. Like, I did get the tiny damage upgrade from meat, but I also got a tiers downgrade, which if I'm a betting man, I would probably bet on it disproportionately making the run worse than the increase the meat did. Yeah, sure, give me it for free. And take me to the next floor because you hate me? No, that's fine. I'll try and remember that's there. I'll try my hardest. You have my word. I will try not to forget about that. But if I forget about that, there was nothing I could do, dude. Streaming for a year has given me brain damage. Like, I'll say if there was a time when I would take a break, it makes a good amount of sense to stream relatively consistently for a full year and then be like, all right, guys, I'm just gonna head out for a bit. So, you know, not saying you should expect me to stop streaming after the 1-year anniversary hits, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's where my mind took me either. This thing actually seems like it does better damage than I remember it doing. Again, it is moving very fast, but it's kind of shredding things, so maybe the item was buffed. Who knows? Am I really gonna take this over that? I guess. I mean, they're both pretty bad. Oh, that's not the item I thought it was, so even better. What am I doing here? Okay. Didn't realize that's how this room worked. I don't think I have enough speed. Oh, I do. I do. I thought those were gonna come at me over the button. Well, I already got the item room. I mean, I could go to the shop. I probably should try. Yeah, I don't care. I don't know. The shop definitely does have good items, but outside of, like, you know, Blue Candle would be great. But, yeah, I don't think it's really gonna make or break this run. I'm so lazy, is the thing. I don't want to go all the way out of my way just to find out that it's like a greed fight, or, you know, at the very least, an item that I just don't care about. Which is pretty common. And I think, isn't it more likely to have a greed fight the more money you have, like, on your guy when entering the shop? Maybe I'm misremembering things, or maybe that was just like a theory that was disproven 100 times over. And I'm the only one who didn't get the memo. What the fuck is that? Oh, no! I don't want to go there! No. Thanks for placenta, though. That helped me out a bit. So I don't have to feel as bad. Alright, I'm going back. I'm checking it out. Wow. That really did no damage to these guys and slowed them for, like, what, 2 seconds before it wore off? Amazing item. Truly incredible. Why it's not a 1-bar charge, the world will never know. Like, it just does nothing. It has no reason to exist. There's a lot of items like that in Isaac, though. There's a lot of items that just aren't worth their weight in the item pool. You could get the item for free and still be disappointed. There are a lot of spacebar items, you know? And I would say the majority of spacebar items are pretty trash. So if you already have a spacebar item you want to hold on to, they have no reason to exist. But let's not forget about all those passives that just have no reason to exist either. There's plenty of those. And even if they do something, it's probably not going to change the outcome of the run. Like this fly, for example. Like, it's pretty good. It's not going to win me the run on its own, though. I do appreciate it. But that's, like, literally the only real damage upgrade I've had. This is 2 runs now. 3 runs? How many runs have I done? It's a few. Like, I don't need that much to get off the ground. I'm suffering a little bit with these base stats. And I'm gonna average it out and say that I'm probably at close to base damage per second here, with a small damage upgrade and small tiers downgrade. I think that I'm gonna treat that as a wash, in fairness of the game. But even in fairness of the game, that means I've gotten like no significant stat increases at all. I don't even know what gulp does. I have no idea. You think I should be checking secret rooms? That's something people do. I should probably be doing. Should probably make a habit of looking for those. I don't know why, like, I remember to do it in Monolith, but going back to Isaac, which I've played significantly more Isaac than I have Monolith. But I forgot the secret room muscle memory. I guess I don't really have a ton of bombs working for me either. Despite having matchstick, again. I mean, hey, you know? You can't blame matchstick on everything. It's one of those things where when it works out, you're... No, okay. When it works out, you're like, thanks, matchstick. I am truly blessed on this day with 20 bombs or so. But in every other situation, even if you are getting slightly above average bomb luck, you're just like, ah, dude. I only got 2 bombs. That's just how bad bomb luck is in this world, I guess. There you go. It's all paying off. It's finally coming to terms with reality here. Matchstick is working for me. You thought you could get away with it, you little shit? You thought you could pretend to be a useless trinket and nobody would catch on? It's about time you start doing something. Strength? It's fine. Strength is just okay. I also haven't been keeping my eye out for, I guess it's possible that... Yeah, okay. It was possible that the shop could have been this way. I haven't been keeping my eye out for tinted rocks at all. But I mean, I don't know. I'm close to max HP right now, because I have gotten just a stupid amount of HP upgrades and nothing to do with them. You know, mostly my own bad on that, because I haven't been to a deal with the devil, so I'll take a little bit of ownership for that one. But if you miss the second floor deal with the devil, you're so fucked. Or if your second floor deal with the devil is just trash. Like, you need some damage. You need something to save yourself from not getting hit. I'm not exactly a gaming legend, so I need something, at the very least. Maybe I shouldn't use the global generic you. Take a little bit of ownership yourself, Will. You know what? Fucking do it. Buying a bomb. Alright, we can leave. And hey! I'm glad I had the big map open, because I almost forgot that, I had an Eternal Heart waiting for me. Alright, you know, just thought it might be fun. Just thought it might be fun. You can get black hearts from those things. Getting 4 with 1 bomb seemed like a steal, but, you know, in the more literal sense that it kind of stole a few bombs away from me. Alright. Moving on, though. I'm about to finish a run to Mom. That's pretty exciting. Don't know how much I'll survive after that. I think you actually just have to beat Mom's heart to unlock the new character, though. That's not so bad. I can definitely make it to that. And this might help me out. Might. Okay. A trinket that I don't know what it does. I should be gambling here at the same time because I can get some HP back relatively reliably. They did nerf the health gamblers, whatever they're called. Dark Bum, I've heard. I mean, they also nerfed the Dark Bum item, but they nerfed this guy as well because you can't double play him. I'm going really deep here, aren't I? I just really expected something to pay out by now. If I get bad trip, hey, that's something. All right. Emperor, no thank you. Dude. Oh my god. Okay, sure. This man's taking it all from me. And giving me literally nothing. Okay. Joker? If this is Krampus, I might die because I'm bad. It's not Krampus. You truly love to see it. Alright. Well, that's something, I guess. Turns out, the bum was the right decision after all. Probably not. The chances of that both paying out with the Joker card and also the Joker card being worth its weight in anything, pretty slim. So, but man, like these guys used to be way better. Like, I'm kind of surprised I spent that much HP and got that little out of it. I guess what happened to my trinket? What happened to Matchstick? Did I drop it somewhere? Whatever. I guess I'll take a new one. I don't know what Batwing does, but it's probably better than nothing. Probably. I think the green one, like, gives you an occasional, like, snot shot, but I don't think that does literally anything with Brimstone. One makes you larger. Active downgrade. Made my hitbox bigger. You think your hitbox can get big enough that you can't walk in between rocks anymore? New strategy. Just unlocked. I mean, I am getting HP back. Like, you only need to do this if you really need to do this, if you get what I'm saying. Like, sure. There are very few situations that you actually feel an impulse to gamble as hard as I did there. Emperor, I'll pass. I'll take the strength. Emperor, well, yeah. Emperor would let me take a, yeah, I'm a little bit late on boss rush. Never mind. I was gonna say I could get a free item at a boss rush, but I'm forgetting who I am. I'm not exactly the kind of gamer you see go into boss rush. Dude, my speed is so bad. Oh, I'm flying? Is that what Batwing does? That seems incredible. What? Is it just sometimes flying? Why? Weird. Okay, well, I guess I'll take sometimes flying over no flying. I don't know. Brimstone seems about as good as I remember it being from Rebirth. Like, if there is a nerf, it seems like a pretty minor nerf. Although, maybe it's not as easy to compare right now, because I am overlapping Brimstone and Little Brim most of the time here. It's kind of a little bit cheaty if you're looking for an accurate sample of Brimstone's nerf. Probably not the best data point to look at. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, yeah, my bad. Shouldn't have done that. I feel like a lot of Isaac is room recognition as well, or at least threat recognition. Okay, very good at games. I blame that on the speed downgrade. Yeah, I don't quite have the threat recognition I once had. I just look at something and go, you wouldn't hit me, would you? You wouldn't. You wouldn't hit me. I just, like, literally stared it down in the face and was surprised at how fast it was. I was like, there's no way that motherfucker hits me. No way. I am feeling the tears downgrade on this Brimstone. Or maybe that's how Brimstone was nerfed. Who knows? Maybe it lowers your tears. I don't know. Alright, well, one of these is definitely going to be better than Spider Butt. Probably Satanic Bible. Oh, I got Bookworm? Really? How many books have I picked up? I don't think it was that many. Apparently so. Like, doesn't it take 5 books to... Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah. Satanic Bible seems like the way to go. I have seen the change to Satanic Bible, where when you use it on a floor, it turns your boss item into a deal with the devil item. But that shouldn't... Please tell me... Oh. Okay. Please tell me that isn't going to affect this boss room. Because I'd be pretty upset if I beat the Dank Depths 2 and could not go to the chest at the end of the run. Assuming I make it that far. Which is, you know, pretty unlikely by my standards. And, you know, if you've seen the history of this run, you'd probably be there too. I'm not playing the best. Not playing the... I swear to... Did they make those dudes faster? Like, I know I'm bad, but they feel like... Okay. I don't even think that guy hit me, but sure. They feel a fair amount faster. Don't let it fall apart to Dank Depths, dude. You can make it past this one. The speed is kind of killing me, though. Deadeye? I think that's worthless with Brimstone. I think it gives you damage upgrade for not missing a shot, but I don't know if it works with Brimstone. So, okay. I will die then. I will die. That guy that I killed, I thought was dead, but he was not dead. Very much still alive. Just in soup form. Souped him. Try and buy myself back into this one. You know, I've gotten a lot of bad pills. I could get some use out of this one. I found pills. I can't remember which is the one. I think it's puberty you take multiple times and you actually get something out of it. But I don't think it's really that worth it. It's just like a minor stat upgrade. It's more just for flavor. It might not do anything. For what I remember. It might do absolutely nothing. I don't know what triggered my flight, but I haven't seen it again since the first time I noticed. Or maybe I have, and haven't noticed again. It's plausible. Okay, that was definitely worth it there. Alright. Wrapping up then. For what I needed to accomplish on this run, at least. I'm pretty sure this is the wrapping up point. How long have I had that Satanic Bible charge, by the way? Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't want to think about it. Yeah, the damage is there. It's coming back. I'm also still taking, like, the dumbest damage on the planet, because I'm bad. Confirmed, Satanic Bible does not ruin your Polaroid and negative. Yeah, let's go. Let's get out of here. Wait, did I say... I think the first time I mentioned it, I was like, I need to kill Mom's heart. And, oh, is that gonna really? You would. Oh my god. You would, Isaac. Luck up. Cool. Luck up. I thought it was just gonna be funny flavor, but turns out it actually matters that those are spiky. Unfortunate. I mean, I figured it would have damaged me if I ran into it as well, but... Did they have to make it damage you when you bomb it? Thanks, Placenta, for getting me back to Polaroid form. As if that's actually going to matter. I mean, it might. It might make the difference. But yeah, I think the first time I mentioned it, I was like, I need to kill Mom's heart. And then somewhere along the way, I tricked myself into thinking that meant I had to kill Mom. Not the case. Still got 2 more floors as Lazarus without dying. Like, I don't know, isn't Lazarus built, like, kind of weaker than normal because you get that, like, damage bonus after dying with him once? That was always how I saw Lazarus, is slightly weaker than Isaac because of that damage bonus. Which means when you're not allowed to die as Lazarus, puts you in a sticky situation. But I can't complain too much. I got Brimstone. And Little Brim. I have 2 separate forms of Brimstone. I could get up to 3 if I got a... Oop, don't forget. If I got a... What's the new... Well, it's not new. The Antibirth item. I mean, I guess it's new to vanilla Isaac. The Sulfur. That's it. The one that gives you temporary Brimstone, but if you already have Brimstone, it makes your Brimstone stronger. I could go all the way. Dude, I really don't want to fucking die. Okay? Oh, they're stuck. Dude, it's so fucking hard for me to tell sometimes. Am I the only one? Am I the only one who can't fucking see what's on the floor half the time? Hopefully not. DAE. Thank you, Placenta. Any HP I get back from Placentas is absolute godsend. You truly love to see it. Alright, so with infinite range, it kind of makes this boss the most pathetic thing in the planet. And my damage isn't spectacular either. But I should not be able to take a hit, basically. I also can shoot my Brimstone slightly faster than I thought I could. I've been holding the charge too long. Alright. 1 guppy item, and it's a pretty bad one. I think I'll pass. Oh, dude, this is another way I could get a 3rd form of Brimstone. God damn it. I was expecting the turn, but for whatever reason, I only prepared to dodge in the other direction. I was like, if it rotates clockwise, I'm fucking set. But counterclockwise, I can't handle it. Absolutely can't handle it. Ooh, lump of coal. Real damage upgrade. Actually, I think it might be worthless with Brimstone. No, they definitely... Yeah, it does something with Brimstone. Look at that. It, it made it a nice charcoal-activated smoothie consistency. Like, is it actually... Does it get bigger the farther away it is? I can't really tell because I'm shooting 2 Brimstones at, like, a slight angle, so it looks like it's getting bigger regardless of the lump of coal effect. Alright, Utero 2. Now this should be the end of it. And no way in hell do I gamble to you. Or you. Oh, well, okay. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I should gamble to you. I wanted to kick the bomb to the right, but my bomb kicking skills are a little worn out. They were never that great to begin with, but definitely not at their prime anymore. Ooh, HP Central. I really want, like, a bomb, so I don't feel that bad about wasting the bomb earlier, but that's fine. I don't really need the HP anymore. Got what I came for. One way or another. Why, though? Why dodge in such a fashion that you put yourself into danger? Typically, the point of dodging is to avoid danger. People are asking this. People are asking, why dodge that way? Okay, more of the same awful enemy that I hate. It's not fair, dude. They have infinite range, too. Thank God. I've recouped some level of self-respect. Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is the low self-esteem only zone. This is the I just wanted to stream to record my my Link to the Past randomizer runs, but oh no, now my self-confidence is tied to it. That's what this stream is for. For my individual self and people with adjacent issues. This is a problematic stream. No, you can't say that, you know? Even the mention of the word problematic. You'll get canceled nowadays. I love, okay, I need a, like, every single time I do, like, a haha, oh, cancel culture joke, I need a, like, I feel like I've said it enough that anybody who knows me knows my opinion on cancel culture, but, you know, how many people really know me, right? So every time I make a joke about it, I have to stress that, I actually think that cancel culture owns and is cool. in most situations. I think that, I mean, the vast majority of the world and the way that people handle it is, what the fuck, is completely understandable. And, it really doesn't seem as problematic as people make it out to be. I think the large majority of people that complain about, oh, I haven't been using Satanic Bible at all. I think the large majority of, cool, it spawned on top of me, my bad for standing up there. The large majority of people who complain about cancel culture are people getting canceled or likely to be canceled because they say dumb shit on a regular basis. Oh no, accountability exists. So that's my hot take. Pretty cold, right? Okay, he's done it. He is unlocked Bethany. It's the main reason I came out here today as Lazarus. But, might as well wrap it up, right? You know? Might as well send the run. I'm probably not gonna get, like, anything accomplished on the Antibirth side of things, because I'm just, I mean, playing awful, as you can see. And, oh, well, now I can die. That's reassuring. Now I can use both of my uses of Lazarus Rags. And get the stat bonuses out of said Lazarus Rags. That's nice. The 1 HP kind of hurts, but hey, I was the one who lost all my HP in the first place. Why didn't I pick up that? I swear to God I ran over it. But I don't know. I feel like I should... I'm not doing that bad. I just, you know, I have moments where I am doing that bad. But as a whole, I'm feeling, I'm feeling alright sometimes. I don't know. I'm mostly okay. I'm not in any danger or anything. I I just wonder why I'm here, you know? Not on, like, planet Earth, but on twitch.tv. I know well, I don't know. Do I know? Does anybody know why they're on planet Earth? The legend himself? Alright. I mean, it was cool for a little bit. Probably not worth it. But I wanted to flex. Hey, tinted rock. See, if it's just a room full of rocks and that's it, I can find a tinted rock or two. And look at that. It gave me a golden chest that required me to spend a key, and all it gave me is money and, like, 1 bomb. Money's not even worth anything in the cathedral. You'll love to see it. Not the best damage. I'll own up to it. I mean, what damage is the best damage? But, hey, I actually have, like, pretty good damage now, so it's time to either, you know, prove my point earlier that all you need is a little bit of damage, or eat my own words, because I'm not actually good at the game, and even with damage upgrades can't do anything. Thanks, Bone. Bone Protector, whatever that item's called. Rib Bone? Just a guess. Should probably get both myself and Little Brim charged before firing. New sound effect on the holy light falling down. That was definitely worth $15. Alright. Slightly worried. I don't think the chest is gonna save me here. Hate to break it to you. This is feeling like a solid loss. You know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm finding less and less opportunities for me to break free when I'm taking as much bad damage as I am. But there's still a chance, and no, I will not be doing the delirium. It's just not fun. Simply put. Blood bombs? Blood bombs. Hey, and an HP up. You'll love to see it. Tears up. Incredible. I can actually shoot once per second. Piercing shots does literally nothing, and I don't know what this does. Turn your enemy. Probably worthless, if I had to guess. Yeah, okay. Oh, take damage and things are charmed. It's not horrible, I guess. I'm gonna die. For those expecting to see a victory here, this ain't the right stream. But I still did what I wanted to accomplish, so that's nice. Bethany. Sure. Man gets to chest with Brimstone and Little Brim. Still can't win. Alright, so I have seen some of Bethany. I know the spacebar item gives you a flame companion. And I know that you use spirit hearts as spacebar item charges. But it's not a very good deal to have one spirit heart. At least the flame shots are spectral. To have one spirit heart turn into 1 pip on a spacebar item. Maybe 2. I'm not sure if it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Might be a 2-to-1. I don't know how many. You can see it at the left where my, other consumables are. That I've got a spirit heart number as well. But, yeah, I don't know how many of those you get per spirit heart. I guess I'll pay attention. I know you definitely don't get 4, though. At least I assume you don't get 4, because wouldn't that make, like, Book of Revelations the strongest item in the world as Bethany? Not that there's anything wrong with having a strong item with one particular character. The legend has just logged on. But that seems like too easy. If they were trying to get rid of those one item breaks the game sort of situations, then I think It's probably likely to say Book of Revelations does not give you infinite fire orbitals. I would guess that you get 1, maybe 2 spacebar bars per spirit heart. Hopefully 2, because 1 is way too insignificant. It's like comically bad. Not that, you know, comically bad things are insane to find in Isaac or anything. Isaac is no stranger to that kind of deal. No stranger at all. Excuse me? I do, like, really fucking badly with the leapers. Like, any jumping enemy, honestly. Ever since Wrath of the Lamb, I couldn't handle him. How has this guy not lit himself on fire? Absolute legend. Making my life easier. Justice. Is there any reason to explore more? I mean, unless I wanted to go to the... Well, I don't know. It's probably a good idea to go to the curse room. It's not like I can have spirit hearts anyways, so they wouldn't be wasted if I picked them up in there. I got a full heart right there. I'm finding reasons. I'm finding reasons to want to go in here. I'm convincing myself. But it was literally just a fire and 2 enemies, so, yep. Can confirm they haven't fixed any of the annoyances that came with, okay. It eventually paid off. You do get 2 per spirit heart. That's a reasonably fair deal, I guess. But, yeah, still, Isaac's still bad. Honestly, I don't know. I don't want to just shit on Isaac, because, like, my opinion of Isaac as a whole is not great. I think it, you know, it came out at, like, a fairly good time, and definitely revitalized, if not, like, inspired the entire, like, roguelite resurgence as a whole. So, you know, I'm not gonna downplay the importance of Isaac existing, but I don't know, man. It's just like, is it really that the game has gotten that much worse? Or is it more likely that there's just way better options available now? I think it's probably the second thing there. But it's really not that bad. I mean, like, if you... Okay. That solves that issue. Yeah, sure. Just use Justice, and then I can go the alternate floor and die. The real reason I go the alternate floor is, like I said earlier, it's just an extra basement. But that's one thing I remember heavily about Antibirth, is the fact that it is significantly longer / slower than base Isaac was. Because it does add extra floors, and the content is harder, so you typically take your time with it a little bit more. But maybe it's just, you know, because people have played, like, thousands and thousands of hours of, like, base Isaac, that, the Antibirth seemed like it was slower, just because that level of competency and skill hadn't built up yet. It's possible. Alright, that was worth it. Dude, I fucking hate the curses. It's like, actually, that's the Swarm Protector again? I'll pass. Sure, Bumbo, do your thing. That's like a huge thing that, honestly, like, that in and of itself is like a pretty big turnoff for Isaac. Is the fact that it has curses that, I mean, on hard mode are basically on every floor. And, I mean, 2 of the most common ones are... that's not fair. Like, Curse of the... I don't remember. Is this Curse of the Unknown, or... is this Curse of the Blind? I don't remember the names of the curses, but the one that makes it so that you can't see what items are, that's a fun-ish and interesting one, though, I don't know, I don't think it actually... I say, like, I want to believe it's fun. It at least, like, does something to the gameplay. But I don't think the more I think about it, I don't think it's actually a positive. Like, I think the only thing that Curse of the Unknown does is, like, make it so you don't want to take any items on that floor, which is just, like, I don't know. Because there are some items that can just, like, ruin a run, so why would you risk it, right? Yeah, I already got my item room. I'm just gonna leave. Especially if you're already on, like, a decently good run, it just, like, takes away fun from you. 'Cause you don't get to have new items anymore. But that is, you know... I mean, all of my Isaac takes are cynical, because I'm just kind of cynical about the game as a whole, but... Excuse me? It's, the new bosses are fun, I'll give it that. Although, I did already complain about the amount of HP they have, that's just an Isaac thing. The design of the bosses are fun, though. If we look at them in a vacuum, outside of the balance issues I think Isaac has as a whole, the mechanics of the bosses themselves are fun. And you have given me an angel room, which is like a kind of difficult decision. Because I don't think you can ever see a devil deal again if you take one of these, but I don't know what this is, so... It gave me a Tears upgrade. Okay. And I'm going down. It's just is it just a Tears upgrade? Or is it more than meets the eye here? Seemingly just a Tears, it's a pretty good Tears upgrade. I don't know why it's an orbital, or follower, I guess. It said keep it lit, I think, was the flavor text, something along those lines. So maybe it loses its effect. Oh, even more tears. All right, now I think I understand the item. I think it's for every room you complete, you get tears upgrades, maybe? Or maybe it's just a chance to get a tears upgrade at the end of a room. But if it gets extinguished, and I don't know how it gets extinguished, maybe if something hits it, you go back to square zero. Zero square. Zero squared. That's my hunch. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's, like, pretty good, honestly. I mean, the whole, like, protecting it thing, I'm not totally all about, because, I mean, like, it gets to a point that you can't really... It's like Isaac's heart, right? Like, it's just kind of unavoidable that the thing following you is going to get hit. Like, it's entirely different muscle memory to not only dodge to protect yourself, but dodge to protect something behind you. What was I talking about, though? Something about, like, Isaac being bad? I don't think it's that bad. And I'm having fun with Repentance. Like, honestly, I am. But I also am being honest when I say, like, I'm pretty disappointed that, like, there hasn't been the sweep in balance changes that I wanted to see, but it's also clear that the Ed has very different design philosophies. Why didn't I pick this up? No reason to just leave it there. So I don't know. Okay, so it's when you take damage. That's so manageable. Like, that's so good. That's just a... Okay, I hate this guy. Guy that spawns fireflies, despise. Absolutely despise. Because I despise the fireflies, so... Makes sense that I would despise that guy along with it. Alright, and then immediately after finishing the floor that you lost it, or room that you lost it, it starts right up again. You get it right back. I wonder if it caps. It probably definitely caps, but at what, you know? Where does it cap? Where's the cutoff? Oop, getting a little scary here. Like, I feel like it takes so much energy to focus on the fireflies, I just can't do anything else. But look at the fireflies. I'll take random chance on that one. I do like that kind of room, though. Oh, I was talking about curses. Yeah, I'll go back to talking about curses. But I do like that kind of room. I think that actually changes things in a... Okay, I didn't think he could hit me through the other flame. Oh, okay. Whereas, like, the regular Curse of Unknown just makes it so that you... I'm gonna do this just to try and get the Spirit Hearts. The regular Curse of the Unknown makes it so that you feel like there's no reason to pick up any item. If you're actively comparing a random item to a garbage item, I do think it's more fun and more likely that people are gonna take the random item versus no item. Which, yeah, like, it's literally the exact same situation as Curse of the Unknown. It is the example of, are you gonna take no item or a random item? But, I don't know. I guess when it's just set up like that, it's more fun. Especially because that's, like, isolated to an item room, whereas Curse of the Unknown means especially bad when you don't know what a deal with the devil is. Okay, what am I doing? I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Oh, don't know what this guy does. I don't know who you are. I've seen him, but I didn't really pay attention to his patterns. Where the fuck did I get gem? Oh, I just picked it up from the random item. That's right. I forgot that Gemini does this, but then I immediately, like I had enough memory of it to call it Gemini, but not remember that it's, you know, the celestial sign. My bad. Anyways, yeah, back to curse rooms. I think the majority of curse rooms are just kind of ass. Like, XL floors just don't really do anything. It's especially frustrating when you get an XL floor on floor 1, though, because then you have no setup time to prepare for the fact that if you take damage, you miss out on, like, the most important devil deal. Do I want to continue on alternate floors? Fuck it. I don't think this run is that phenomenal, but I got a pretty good Angel Room item, which is really saying a lot, because the majority of Angel Room items are pure garbage. Just pure garbage. Why start off on the big room? Why? For so many reasons. Like, if you go the smaller rooms are usually easier, and also you get the increased tiers upgrade for beating them without taking hits. Just why be here? I was lucky that this room wasn't particularly bad, though. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very interested in this item, because it seems like a huge tiers upgrade every single room you go without getting hit. And I haven't hit the cap yet. So, that's pretty exciting. I bet there will be a cap, because it looks like the actual flame on the candle is getting bigger, like, graphically, every time I do this as well. Which means, like, you know, they could only do so many art assets for it. Although maybe it just keeps on going and the flame just stays at where it is right now, for example. But I feel like this, like, get out of the way, Gemini. Whatever, I can't look at it. It seems like I'm probably at the cap right about now. I think I probably have to go this way, looking at the way the map generated. But, you know, I'd love to be wrong about that. I'd love to be wrong and get more tiers upgrades. For being bad. God damn it, dude. How quickly it all falls apart. It's fine. Oh, I should probably use my spacebar item when it's charged. I'm not using the Spirit Hearts because it doesn't really seem like there's a good reason to when my spacebar item is not really that great. Like, do I even care about using a... I used bombs for Spirit Hearts earlier. Like, I blew up those blue fires being like, oh, this is just for the Spirit Hearts, and completely forgot that, like, Spirit Hearts aren't really that good as this character. I'd have so much fucking HP if I actually had Spirit Hearts now. Not only that, but I just realized, like, this character is kind of awful for deals with the devil. Like, you're not gonna get that opportunity too often if you can't take any hits. Like, usually deals with the devil / angel are only manageable by the fact that Spirit Hearts and that was creep? I didn't notice. By the fact that Spirit Hearts and Black Hearts don't count as as damage. That it doesn't ruin your deal with a double chance if you get hit with the Spirit Heart or Blackheart. But I'm pretty sure, I guess I haven't really gotten a lot of Blackhearts as Bethany, but I assume that it works the exact same way, and I won't be able to pick up Blackhearts either. I swear to God, one of these days I'm gonna get back on the topic of curse rooms. Or not curse rooms. I mean, curse rooms suck too. You know, that's not the item I thought it was. Okay. That's fine. You could probably see where my thought process was there. I thought that was the spacebar item, and spacebar items do cool things with Bethany, so I thought I would check that out, but that's fine. That's fine. I almost have... Is this max level? This isn't max level. This is second to max level Bumbo. But I'm almost at max level Bumbo here. So that's cool, I guess. There you go, buddy. Get fed. Get fed. Alright, well, I'm glad I saw what that guy does in a safe environment. Okay. Curse rooms? Yeah, sure, I'll talk about... Not curse rooms. Curse floors. Curses. I think they all just kind of suck. And add very, very little to the video gaming experience. I've explained my thoughts on Curse of the Unknown. I find Curse of the Labyrinth? No, that's the XL floor one. Curse of the one that, like, makes it so that rooms are shuffled around is... Like, it doesn't really add anything to the gameplay experience. Okay. It doesn't add anything to the gameplay experience, in my opinion. But it's just kind of annoying when backtracking sometimes. And, worst of all, is the one that fucking makes your map invisible. Like, that is just not fun at all, man. Like, I don't understand the thought process behind designing something like that. It's just like, it's just a different, in my opinion, a kind of outdated form of design. What's better, Battery or Nun's Habit? Most will definitely say Nun's Habit, but I don't know. I think Battery is kind of fun. That was the bad decision. I thought Battery was 9-volt, honestly. I thought it was the one that lowers your charge, not the one that double stores charge. Because Bethany, by default, has the Battery. So, my bad. It was just me misremembering which battery was which. Because they're both batteries. You can understand how someone might get those mixed up, I would hope. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know... Like, what goes behind the design when you're just like... Is it just like, I don't know, it'll be funny if, like, people don't know where they're going? Or it's fun to get lost? I really don't know. I mean, and, like, not just games that will take away your information sometimes, but, like, there's games that are, like, strictly designed around not giving that information in the first place. Like, okay, so, like, obviously Edmund agrees. Well, maybe he doesn't, but has been, like, you know, forced by like, a general audience, or thinks that a general audience wouldn't be accepting of a game that doesn't have a map, which he's kind of right. He's kind of right. But, for whatever reason, Ed has decided that The Binding of Isaac should have, like, a full map as, like, a feature of the game, right? So he understands that that is a good thing, but then also it goes and says that it's a fun thing to remove it sometimes. Now that I don't get how you can have both. It's weird to me. Like, I kind of understand it if someone is like... First off, what is the enemy? There was no enemy. I kind of understand it a little bit if someone is just, like, strictly against having a map in their game, because, like, it's... You know, an analog to pen and paper RPGs, and they want people to, like, write down their own maps. Like, sure. I can see that in some circumstances. And it goes for things that aren't maps, too. you know, it's a very similar problem to FTL not giving information on what events do at all. Like, I think that that kind of information should be shown to the player, but I guess it differs from person to person. Like, I know a lot of people do like that kind of explorative game design where they don't tell you a whole lot and you have to figure it out on your own, but I don't know. I definitely think that... Oh, that's not my creep! Okay, I thought that was my fire. I was used to having fire on the other run. I just kept running into it over and over again. Whoops. I can get behind that in some situations. Like, I don't know. I was gonna say I don't really care that Isaac is kind of vague about what items do, but I definitely am a believer that I think Isaac would be more enjoyable if items had better descriptions on what they do when you pick them up. Because, I don't know, like, there's a lot of fucking items in this game, and expecting players to figure all of that out by themselves and also remember it is a bit much. I guess I'm just leaving. There's probably some health I could have picked up, but whatever. I'm not too invested in this. Can you tell? I am having fun, though. Like, I'll probably play a little bit more Repentance. Maybe tomorrow? I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I don't know. If I don't take, like, an official, like, big day off sort of meme, I think it's safe to say that it would be a good idea, at least for a little bit, for me to not force myself into this consistency. Like, consistency is great and all that, but I don't know. I think people overstate it a little bit when they're talking about what you absolutely need to be successful as a streamer. I probably should have let Bumbo have all those, whatever. Whatever. Like, it's valuable, don't get me wrong, but... I mean, also, like, the majority of streaming success is just luck. Or, you know, that's what I keep telling myself. Let's see if I can get 2 crawl spaces. I don't actually think that's possible. And, I did not mean to give that guy a key. Oh, this is another bad one. The one that obscures your HP. Hate that. Really hate that. It's just like, the information is available prior to whatever floor you're on. It's like, I don't see how it benefits the game, you know, making the player have to take note of how much HP they have to make the right decision. You think? I don't know. I'll explore this. Nope, no secret room. I'm trying to be optimal here and there. It's obvious, no matter how hard I try, I'm not going to be optimal. I really thought you could walk across those lava railroads, but I guess it makes sense that you can't. It just looked like a floor to me. I think it's the same way in Antibirth, though. It's just been ages since I've played or seen anything of Antibirth. Yep. Oh, there's a button. There's a button. I'm dead, dude. Like, actually turbo dead. Combination of not knowing what the hell is going on the majority of these rooms, and some would say a minimal amount of focus going into the actual gameplay here. You would not be incorrect if you had that theory. That game theory. My girlfriend and I watched, we did get around to, because I thought it was close to finishing, but not in the way that it ended up being. We watched, Season 2 of Dr. Stone, the animated production. And it was good. You know, it held up just as well as the first season did, I thought. Which was kind of surprising. I really expected it. But I don't know. I guess if I expect there to be any decline in Dr. Stone, it would probably be what happens after this point. Not that I don't think they can keep it interesting, but, like, it really was, like, all of the suspense was tied between this one engagement. And it kind of, I mean, spoilers, all got resolved, more or less, at the end of Season 2, so there's no, like, real threads to pull on. And at the very end of Season 2, I was like, oh, so this is where they're gonna take it and keep things interesting. But then they just resolved that also. So I have no idea what they're gonna do. I mean, it's totally fine if there really isn't any tension and they're just like, hey, we're, you know, doing cool things. Like, that's fine. I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it. But it is gonna be a weird transition to that, I think. Anyways, yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be 11 episodes. Oh, hey, I should probably be using the spacebar item, right? I thought that it was almost done, but I also thought that it was equal in size to the first season, which it was not. Like, I think, like, the episodes, it's not like it was, like, jam-packed or, like, overly stuffed. What do I do here? Nothing, I guess? It's not like they tried to cram, like, the same amount of content into less episodes or anything. It was just, like, less content, but, like, equally as good and dense as the original content. Sack daggers is pretty good. Should probably check out the shop, because I know I'm not doing so hot right about now. And that doesn't really help, so I don't know why I bought it. Let's see what this does for me. Devil? I don't know, I'm probably gonna die if I don't heal, because I don't know, I took a lot of damage. I'm just assuming I'm low on HP. That'll probably help things. Probably in my best interest. What? Thank you. I can't believe that didn't reach with Mr. Boom. I mean, admittedly, it was off placement, but still. Anyways, I got on this tangent because I remembered Senku made a game theory at the very end of it. That was pretty good. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just overall feeling positive after watching it. I thought it did a decently good job at what it was trying to do. And still, you know, slightly optimistic for a continuation. But also slightly pessimistic. Optimistic, but not unrealistic. How about that? Bumbo, you no longer have any use for my currency. Please stop. That is now my money. Right? I guess I'm, like, sacrificing my HP to go in here? And this is probably where I'll die. This is definitely where I meet my end. 2 full hearts. I think it takes, it might have been half hearts and I might have been more damaged than I thought I was, but I healed up, I thought, to full at the end of that boss fight. I kind of hate this room. I don't think, is there any way for me to solve this puzzle? I don't think so. I don't believe so. The Tears Up was, like, really nice in the floors that I understood. But now that I'm in, like, completely... Well, not completely unfamiliar, because, again, Antibirth is only moderately unfamiliar. But, going back into... It's also just, like, much harder content, right? Oop, gotta kill these guys first, I guess. Going into the harder content again means that I'm very frequently taking damage and very infrequently have a meaningful Tears upgrade. But at the bare minimum, it's still... Oh, good lord! Hello? At the bare minimum, it's still a 0.4 Tears upgrade, so... It's still good. What the fuck were those enemies? That's a little rough, don't you think? Can't believe I didn't get hit there. Like, in general, Isaac content has had the perception of, like, you should be able to do everything without taking damage. I don't know about this new stuff. It seems kind of rough. Okay. I see what you want me to do here. I guess I'll indulge you, since I did say I was considering continuing to play this for at least a few more streams. Makes sense that I should keep my donation. Oh, dude! When did they make that change? Huge quality of life that it gets faster. Is that a repentance thing? I know for way too long the game has allowed you, or not allowed you, but more so forced you to fucking waste absolute hours. How do I do this room? Okay, that's a teleporter. My bad. Just looked like a fucking purple square on the ground. My bad. That really is a my bad situation, isn't it? But yeah, the game has forced you to spend like hours sitting by the donation machine to fill it up. I'm dead. Like, yeah, I could bomb the donation machine and maybe get like a sun card, lover's card. Like, there are things that could save me here, but let's bomb the blood bank and see what that gets me. All right, half a heart, basically meaningless. Can I get this chest in here? Oh, I can get both of them. Bit pricey, but I'm also on the verge of death, so all right. Not worth my time, but hear me out. Now I can go buy that tarot card, and if it's the sun card, we win. I was checking if that was the secret room, but I don't think it's possible with that gap in the floor. God, the teleporter really threw me off there. It's just a fucking empty rectangle. What's better? Wait, Empress is the one that gives you Horror Babylon FF. High Priestess is just Mom's Foot. That's not very good. Pass on that one. Heavy pass. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a possible location for a secret room. At least not in the normal sense that you typically... Oh, that double charged that? I wonder why. Does that always do that with battery? When you get a when you get like a battery pickup, does it always charge you to like double full? Because I was missing more than one full charge on my... I'm dead. Okay. I think that's gonna call it for today. Sorry. I know, like, basically nothing got done in the game, and like it was basically just depressing listening to everything I had to say, I guarantee. But yeah, that's the stream for today. We'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. I'll try and freshen up and have a good positive attitude going into tomorrow, but you know, we'll see. Basically, we'll see. Yeah, that's it. Goodbye, Isaac. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully it was enjoyable at all. And yeah, maybe I'll be back tomorrow. Or maybe you'll never hear from me again. Could happen.